At the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate to dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess man.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, watch it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's complete to Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on that.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go. Let's get it. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's checking. Check nickel.
To throw, it's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Spawn. No. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch twist.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the out. Check. Lucky. Tight dog.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. 22. Switch.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Josh Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Prescott from the gun. And that's complete. It's Sims. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave it the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action now. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 76 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Over, dig down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Josh Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check, 43. Silver.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hey, turn it up.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Oh, eluding the tackle. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go. Go right in. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Pick the edge. Come. Check. We're going to 54, right in. Flat down. 26.
On 2nd down now, Pollard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go, G. Here I come again. So we're going to 53. Check 4. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get him, boys.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run on first down. It's Adams, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They run on second down with Adams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. 1 8. Gun. Rabbit. At 25. We're going to 54. 1 8. So we got man. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
We're going to 53.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, D. You go tight. You got tight. Check 3.
From the 38, Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here we go. Turn the engine.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Going to 54. We're going to 53. 26.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey,
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come get some. Come get some.
Prescott. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
65. Deuce. Under 10. 10. Wide. Get wide. Joker. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. At the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Tighten up. Check three. Watch twitch. Armor. Switch.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Rush in. Shoot. Check 24.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shit. Watch the safety creep. Go get him.
A carry for Adams. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Watch out. No. Back. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch it. Come on,
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Double. Check nickel. We're going to 54. Right here.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
No. Hey, kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Then we're going to 53. He's coming. We got jump up.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
We're going to 54. Right here. Check.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. There we go. Kill. Double up. Check 99. Then we're going to 53. Check. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 44. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Johnson running right. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Don't say nothing. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Jab, kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here's Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Hey, kill. 27. We're going to 54. 26.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 25 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Hey, 47. 25 to Mike. We're going to 53. 26.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Prescott to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I can't believe they even let you play. Slip.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to